Good morning. It's the She Is Me conference, and we are on day 4, our final day. We have an amazing group of speakers today, and we're starting off with Amanda Smith from the Activated Earth. Amanda, take it away.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I like to call everybody Earth Nation because we are all here on this earth together, creating, whether we know it or not, we are creating together. And what I want to talk about today is connection and community and how connection with the earth matters. So a few years ago, I was emotionally, I was in a really bad space. I couldn't get out of it. I was unhappy, sad, depressed. I would fluctuate between being okay and being just like nothing in life, nothing I could think of made me happy. And I have wonderful kids. I had this grandson that I got to play with every day. My job was taking care of me during a time when I couldn't take care of me. So, I have my own business that other people were running it. I could go and do whatever I wanted while I was in this mental space. And, nothing was helping. I had suffered some devastating losses and I just wasn't recovering. I wasn't recovering. They say time heals all wounds. And I suppose sometimes that's true, but time was not working for me. And I came across a retreat that a friend of mine was doing, somebody that I met several years ago. She was passing through the area here. I live in San Luis Obispo County in California, and she was passing through the area with her husband and her 2 sons. And I am forever grateful for this chance meeting that I had with her because we maintained a connection, and she was an energy facilitator, a healer, and somebody that I occasionally would go to for an appointment, to get, my body all connected and cleared and have my energy repaired, basically. And she was having this retreat in Santa Fe, and I didn't know what to do with myself. And I thought, I am going to go to this retreat. And I drove out there, and I had this little Mini Cooper at the time, and it was a fun, drive in my Mini Cooper. And I spent all my time on the road trying to think about everything except what was bothering me and keeping me depressed. And I get there and I discover, it was an intuitive choice. I discovered that the whole retreat was around connection with land, connection with the earth, and connection with an energy that this mentor, colleague, friend of mine calls Great Mother. And it is the mother energy it's woven into our entire existence here on the planet. It's woven into so many things. It's not just the earth. However, what I received from that retreat was land connection. And we meditated with the land. We meditated together, sometimes separately. And I received this information from the land around how she is here for us. And it doesn't matter what we do to her, she still loves us. The earth loves us. And she spoke to me of connection and how much she'd missed me and how much she wanted to embrace me. And in going into that connection, I received this love and nurturing that I couldn't find. I couldn't find inside myself at the time. I couldn't find it from the people in my life. And it just oozed up out of the ground and gave itself to me. Now, I did ask the question also, okay, like, what are you doing about the things that are happening that harm you? And she told me that there are consequences, and it doesn't change how she feels and what she has to offer. So that is what the earth brings to our lives, which is how to be in proper connection, how we get to be in connection with resources, with support. And what I discovered on my journey was that uh, we often we go up for everything. That's where we think of traditionally as, this is where God is, this is where assistance is, this is where advice, where help is. So that connection, the above connection, is really in good shape, for most of us, because that's what we've been socialized into, uh into like that's what we use for like the things that we don't know what to do. So we don't know, we look for assistance, for guidance. And what gets forgotten is that the below is the earth. And some of you may realize, when you get out in your garden and you have your hands in the ground and you spend hours out there and you just come in feeling better. You feel good. You feel happier. You feel content. If you were stressed out, all of that is gone. And that's because of that connection. And I can talk the science of it, which I can offer to you right now, that we are electrical beings, and we are often an incomplete circuit because we are not connected to the earth. We have shoes on, we have pavement, we stay inside, we don't get out and experience with our bodies the land. We don't step on it in our bare feet. And when we do, we are electrically connected and the circuit completes. So the electrical circuit completes. So there's flow of electricity. And in being in that flow, you get to release pain, mental anguish, actual physical pain. There are all kinds of, you can find it, there are reports, literature, YouTube videos where people have spent time on the land, sometimes take off all their clothes, lay down on the ground, and then all their back pain disappears because they have completed the circuit and allowed out the energy. We are energy beings. So in forgetting about the below connection, we go through our lives without having flow, without having ease and grace, without having abundance and connection. And we suffer because we are missing that earth connection. So to be in proper connection means to remember to connect to what is underneath your feet. And everything we need comes from the ground. Everything. It's not just food and clothes and shelter. It's money, time, support, nurturing, acceptance, love. Those things come from the ground. And it is the below connection, the earth connection, that shows us how to be. What the earth has to offer us is a state of being. And the up connection, the above connection, once we know how to be, the above is where we go for the guidance on what to do. That's where action steps come from. So oftentimes people do find that it works, you can get it to work to go up, right? because you're going to receive action steps. But if you don't know what you are, if you don't know who you are, you may not receive the ones that are going to give you what you desire. So being authentic the same way that nature is, she will always be authentic with you. The earth will always be authentic. And you can treat her however you want. She will be authentic with you. So she may shake us all off in the long run if we don't come back into proper connection. Enough of us come into proper connection. However, I don't see that happening. What I see is a future of connected humans. And what I would like to do today is offer you a connecting meditation so that you can connect with the earth and discover what that feels like in your body and in your energy body. So we're going to go to that place in Santa Fe, that retreat center in Santa Fe where I was a handful of years ago, and connect with the earth there and receive what she has to offer from there. And I never know what's going to come up and out. We get to find out. What I do know is that the message that I want to leave everybody with today is that in being in connection with the earth, connection with the sky, connection in ourselves, connection with each other, then we begin to heal. And that's what I got from going to that land retreat. I began to heal and I began to feel better. And then time did help. However, it wasn't without actually taking care of being in that connection. It brought flow into my life. It brought me into better friendships. It brought me into life purpose. It brought me into all these open doors for expanding a community that I never knew I would have. I have this global community now that supports me, that's there for me. All I have to do is pick up a telephone or hop on a Zoom call, and I have the kind of support that I always needed and couldn't find before. And it started with that connection. So we're going to go in and do this, and there's no time or space in the energy. So you get to be on that land. And what I invite you to do right now is to start to breathe. And I like to hold my heart when I do this. Like I hold my heart right here. It gives me, it centers me into my heart. So go ahead and start to breathe. You can close your eyes. I'm going to close mine. And breathe in through your heart. Pretend that that is where your lungs are, breathing through your heart lung. And there's a point of light inside your heart. And allow that point of light to expand with every breath. Watch it encompass your heart, the place where you're sitting. The room that you're in, your home, your city, your town, your province, your county, your country, the entire planet. And with your heart expanded, come with me to Santa Fe, New Mexico, the high desert. We are walking on the land of that retreat center. And we find a nice open space where we get to sit. We all get to sit down in circle on this land. Feel it underneath your feet. Feel yourself sitting on it. Reach down with your hands and touch it and feel the warmth of the earth. See the blue sky, the ravens flying by, making their funny little noises. And as you sit here, bring your awareness to the top of your head. And all that energy that's coming in, the light energy, the light of the sky, the starlight, the sunlight, the light of the universe, the light of the above, the divine masculine energy pours in through the top of your head and down through your body, through all of your chakra system, through every cell of your being, out your fingers and out your toes, diving deep into the earth, deep into the earth's core, where it wraps around that core and comes back up, bringing with it the Mother Earth energy, the divine feminine, coming up through your body. And then back out through the top of your head, connecting in with the light. This is where love and light comes from when we say in a greeting, love and light. We are speaking of the divine masculine and feminine. The light is the masculine, the love is the feminine. So we combine the love and light in our bodies, creating a figure 8, an infinity symbol that crosses in the heart center, offering you the balance of love and light in your heart, offering you balance with masculine and feminine in your heart, connecting your masculine and feminine together in cooperation. And as we sit in this infinity, take a look at it. Enhance it in places that maybe seems like a low energy. Maybe it's not as bright in one place or another. This connection gets to be here with you all the time. Simply enhance, brighten, increase the flow so that it's even throughout. When we combine these energies, we create flow on all levels. And this is what you're doing right now on all levels: the mental, the emotional, the physical, the spiritual. And as we sit in this connection, your energy grid, which is the same as the earth grid, as the universal grid, the power grid that drives everything, simply an overlay on another overlay on another overlay of energy. Your grid on all levels, the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, gets to heal. See the places where it's been broken, reconnecting, repairing itself, magically coming together like a lattice of Tinker Toys, being reconnected on all levels, cooperating with each other, connecting into that infinity symbol, connecting into the earth grid, connecting into the universal life force energy grid. And in that connection, we get to release the things that have been trapped because there wasn't flow, because there were broken places inside us. So as these repairs are happening, it's opening up pathways for you to release the things that have kept you from being connected. Fear, judgment, fear of being seen, keeping yourself hidden, feeling sad, feeling like there's nobody else like you out there, feeling like nobody sees you, nobody understands you. These are stories, and these stories get to go. I think of this as little hands on this monkey bar structure, these little hands, like little child hands, that they just let go and they flow out through your body, deep into the earth, where they get recycled, because that is what the earth is here to do. They get recycled, composted, turned into something else. There's always the balanced side of things. Just let them go. And allow in through the top of your head the things that get to replace that. Nurturing, acceptance, openness. You are safe to be who you are. You get to be open. The more open that you are, the more you get to create your perfect community, the more connection you create. When you hide what you are, it is not possible to create connection because you are coming from a place of inauthenticity. That's not you. And being who you are is the most important thing you can do for the planet right now. Santa Fe is offering connection with us, connection with all of you here, the same as she did for me when I was there. And what you will feel when you first come to this connection is the gratefulness, the gratitude. There's gratitude coming up and out of the earth. Gratitude that you have come back to her. Gratitude that you are purposefully creating what needs to happen on this planet. Purposely creating what gets to happen on this planet. And this connection is supposed to be here. And as humans, this is how we are meant to live. And this is our collective purpose. In creating flow and ease and grace for everybody, for everything, for all the beings. All the beings that are here. So feel the gratitude and feel how much she has to give, because that is yours. It's not a right or a privilege. It simply is how we are meant to be, how we are meant to live in fullness, in sovereignty, in love, in connection. And we could probably stay here a long time. For me, I can really feel the energy. And what we're going to do is remember this feeling. Remember this feeling, and you can always come back to this place. And we are going to get up from circle right now. We get up from circle. We stand up. We get to take hands and be grateful for all of us here that have created this amazing vortex of energy. And then come back into your body. Feel your chair. Feel your breath. Feel yourself coming back. And then what I would like to offer as you all come back before I finish is that there are trees out here to help you. And yes, you can, my Facebook group is Activated Earth Codes. If you want more of that, come to my Facebook group. It's completely public. You can come and look at it all you want and not join, but you can join if you'd like. Remember the trees, and the trees carry this way of being all the time. So if you have trouble finding that connection again, go to a tree. Go to a big tree, an old growth tree, an oak tree, even a sycamore tree. A sycamore tree would work depending on where you are. A redwood, a sequoia. Choose whatever your end succession tree is, or the closest you can get to it, because they are in that connection all the time. And they have been holding this space for us as we have forgotten how. And now we are beginning to remember again. Go to the tree, and the tree will help you get into that connection again. And then you can also find me on Instagram at The Activated Earth. I am The Activated Earth. So you can come see me on Instagram. I do talk about food and farming as well as energy in both my my Facebook group and my Instagram page, because both things matter. And just thank you so much for being here with me today. That was powerful for me. I really appreciate you, and I'm so grateful. Thank you.
I keep forgetting about that. Amanda, thank you so much. We ended yesterday with a beautiful activation from Rebecca. We're starting this morning with a beautiful activation from you. Powerful stuff, very powerful stuff. Thank you so much. You know how much I appreciate you.
And you know what? I appreciate you the same amount right back. You're amazing.
Thank you, my love. Okay. Have a wonderful rest of the day.
I
Be
will.
careful on your drive. And we will be back at the top of the hour. We have Shannon Ferguson from Fan Saves joining us at 9, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
10
All
o'clock.
right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.